Good morning, everyone. It is a beautiful morning in Central Texas. We're here, back to working on the truck. Yesterday we had a windstorm come through. Winds got up to 55, 60 mile an hour gusts, 40 miles an hour sustained. So we didn't do much except unload the truck in the morning. And we have discovered that it seems we apparently had two issues, the more immediate of which was a dead battery. So, as I was starting to say, we seem to have an issue. Once we got everything unloaded, we noticed that the back of our cab is leaning about 4 inches. Had something go on between Arizona and here, and heard some noise, got it stopped, got out, looked, couldn't find anything. Apparently, we did have something go south on us on the trip. So I spent the evening last night on YouTube University and then got out with a flashlight, did some looking. It looks like our front cab bushing is pretty much shot. So we're going to look and see what we can do this morning, try to see if we can bring this cab back up and level. And then, right now I can't open the hood because it's got a bind on it. So we'll see if we can get the hood open and get in to look at that bushing and see what we got to do to get it replaced. Might be doing some other replacements as well, don't know yet. Going to have more inspection to do. That's interesting. That's already had that repair. Huh. Okay. So another repair that a lot of cab owners are doing to prevent lean and twist, and apparently this truck's already had that. So anyway, as I learn more, I will keep you apprised and let you know what's going on, and hopefully we'll get to the point we can get back to working on the bed. So here's the issue. Does not appear, well, this bag's empty now because we're out of air, but the issue does not appear to be an airbag. The end of the torsion bar under here, the repair that's normally done on that has already been done. The upgrade, whatever you want to call it. So now sorry, I'm thinking. This is definitely moved. I'm just trying to figure out why it makes it sag on the back. That part doesn't make sense to me. It's pulled toward me and back. And I'm not sure why that comes down. I would actually think that would make it go up, because that torsion bar should not let it go left. But it's way left and down and back. Don't think I can get in and I saw this last night. Yeah, I don't think we're going to see it right now in there. I'll have to get further into it. All right, I'll be back. Okay, that took a little bit to get into everything, but here is our bushing. So this is our support bracket. This bushing is supposed to be even on both sides. It is definitely shot and it is pushed way back. So the rubber is, to say the rubber's torn is an understatement. The rubber is completely no longer attached to the center piece. So this is what we got to get the cab to come forward and the back end to come up, so we get this back even and get the pressure off of this and support it. And then from there we take out this bolt, and we take off these 4 bolts or nuts, and this bracket comes off, and then we can take it into Volvo and get a new bushing pressed into it. So that is our issue right there. This could be a fun morning. Could be a fun day. And I don't know how much of this we're doing to... What the fuck? Oh, okay. I saw that. That looks like a spring, all bent. I'm like, what the hell? But looking at the other side across, it looks like it's the same way. So that must be normal. That was a minor panic. Yeah, see, here's the same one on this side coming under the airbag. But that was a momentary panic when I thought that spring was all bent to hell. Ew. Anyway, that was weird. So, yeah, that appears to be normal. All right. Panic over. We're good. We're going to have 25 mile an hour with 35 mile an hour gusts today coming in this afternoon. So I don't think we're doing much on this today, other than we're going to see if we can straighten out this cab. We're not pulling any bolts, not with the winds that we're going to have. But yeah, problem identified. I'm okay with that. That's fixable. I just got to figure out how we're straightening the cab. That could be fun, but we'll get it. I have faith. All right, I'll bring you back in a little bit when I start working on it. I'm going to do a little more research and then look at how I'm going to try to start putting pressure on this cab to bring it back where it needs to be. All right, see you in a few. Good morning, everyone. Well, we spent the day on the truck yesterday trying to resolve our issue. We got into the back of the cab. We jacked up 3 of the 4 corners of the cab, tried to level and straighten things out. This shock was fully extended. We ended up removing this shock and putting it back in, trying to figure out what was going on. We even got to the point where we were asking if the cab could be twisted, because we could not get this thing to come down and fit properly. What we found was, as we jacked up the right front corner of the cab, this side would come down, but not very much. And the bushing, although it's off left to right, it did not have any play up and down. As we lifted the cab on the right front corner, we actually were lifting the frame and the wheel. So we went around and around, we disconnected things, we reattached things, we went through everything. What we finally found, because we did fix it, was that the right front tire had sunk in soft ground, and the frame was flexing to the point that the cab was twisted. We backed the truck up onto level ground, and we're back straight again. So, issue resolved. We do need to replace the right front bushing. I may run to Abilene tomorrow and get parts. I got a call in the morning. Tomorrow's Monday. And see what's available, if they got to order them, if they have them in stock, what's going on. We think we can press out and press in the new bushings ourselves, so we're going to look at that. So today we are back on the deck and back to working on what we came here for, and not panicking over the truck. So we're going to get the truck moved around, get it set up so that we can work on it. And then go from there. Yeah, that was, oh my word. We spent a whole day on that yesterday. I was freaking out. And it was a non-issue, but we didn't know that. So the idea we have right now is we're going to replace both front bushings and both rear shocks. The airbags look to be okay. And that should give us a better ride on the cab. It'll also straighten out the cab where it was crooked. Ever since we built the bed and we discovered that it was crooked by about a ½ inch. And that's that right front bushing. Left one looks okay, but I think we're going to replace them both anyway. If we're not able to press them out, then we'll just take them up to Volvo and have Volvo do it, and we'll put them back on. So that's where we're at. Today's a much less stressful day. I just got to move the truck, get the power out, extension cords out, and the grinders out, and get up and just... I'm going to start with grinding out and redoing the welds in the structure, just like we did back in Quartzsite. All these little undersized welds, we're going to grind them out and redo them. That's today's project. So anyway, I'll check back with you guys later. Figured I'd better give you an update on what we had found. Okay, hey everyone. We got most of the welds ground out that need to be done. Disc that I bought ended up being the wrong type, and so I'm going to have to wait till tomorrow to get another disc. So I've moved on to starting to work on my pockets for the flagpoles. We're looking at how these are going to sit in here, which is going to be something just about like that, and support my tubes, and we should be in pretty good shape. One thing I got to decide is if I can weld through this primer or if I need to clean that. Probably need to clean it, but we're close on the first one. And then we'll go back to welding up the ones I've opened. But got a good day for it today. Try to get as much done as I can. Okay, it's been a long day. Sun is going down. It's sunset. Sunset in Texas. Everything that I got ground out is welded back up. I've got 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 welds that did not get done because they... Frankly, my cutting discs are about as small as you can take them. So there's nothing left out on those to use, which is why we quit where we did. I'll have to get another disc. So then I moved over to building the brackets for the flagpoles. So we are furred out for that. Just got done with that. There's the one on this side. And here's the one on this side. They're just rough welded at the moment. But those are my pockets where the flagpoles are going to go. They will come right up, even with the inside of the headache rack, and up, and hopefully clear the solar panel. And if they don't, then we're looking at plan B, which will be to redo the solar panel. They should come right up along, even up the headache rack. So pockets in the deck. I guess the other option is to have them go down into the deck, but put them up onto the headache rack, but I kind of like to avoid that. I don't know, we'll see what happens as we go forward. They'll definitely get a test fit, clamped and test fit before we weld anything in. Because everything we've put in right now disappears when the deck goes over it, so not a big deal. All right, well, that's what I got for today. I am shutting down. I am calling it a night, and I am going to have something to eat because I am hungry. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay, hey everyone, it's Wednesday morning. You missed a few updates because, frankly, I lost the GoPro. It took me a while to find it. Yesterday we got, well, Monday we went up to Abilene. We got a grinding wheel. It wasn't the one I wanted, but one that would work. We got the rest of the welds ground out. I got them all welded yesterday in between winds. Today, amongst the wind, I put the sheet in and out about 30 times and did all the fine tuning to fit the sheet properly the way I want it. So we now have the second time I said that, the sheet fitted in the truck. And we're talking a 32nd of an inch here and a 32nd of an inch there to give me the clearances I wanted. Yeah, I'm very happy with that. Just some very minor tweaking to make it fit. So now the next step, I've got to build my pockets for the flagpoles. Take this sheet out. Fit the pockets for the flagpoles, get them built, fit them in the corners, get measurements off of the corners to see exactly where they sit, take them out, put the sheet back in, measure out those same corners, get the sheet marked for where the center of that hole for the pocket has to go in the corner, somewhere in about here. Drill it, bring the pocket in from underneath and fit it and check the fit on it. If everything fits correctly and nothing needs to be shimmed or trimmed or adjusted or tweaked, then we take the sheet back out, we weld the pockets in the corners, put the sheet back in and weld everything in place. Easy peasy. Nothing to it. Just 30,000 moving parts. Whew. And this sheet gets heavy moving it around 10 or 12 times. Anyway, so with the wind today, I don't think we can weld the pockets. So I think we're going to shut it down for today. Might go to Abilene, look at bushings for the truck, or at least I'll call and see if those are in. I have some thoughts on some other stuff that I'm going to think about. So the rest of today, I think, will be a prep and planning day. Tomorrow's supposed to be no wind, so we'll get back on this in the morning. So, all right, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, it's been a busy day today. I helped my buddy Mike for a portion of the day today, get the first half of the greenhouse kit put together. They're putting two kits together to make one large greenhouse for his wife. And that was definitely not a one-man project. I got the pockets for the flagpoles built and fitted. One laying over there, one laying over here, and all welded up. The brackets are in place. We got the sheet put in and marked and drilled for the holes. So for tomorrow, well, tomorrow I got to go to Abilene and get the parts for the truck. And then when I get back, if the wind's not too bad, it's supposed to be another windy day tomorrow. I've got 25 top joints here on top of the skeleton to get ground flush. And then this sheet is ready to get it put in and welded in. So hopefully before too long, this deck will be done. All right, well, that's it for tonight. We're going to do dinner. I will see you guys in the morning. Okay, everyone. Time for an update. Ooh, something itches. Went up to Abilene today, picked up the parts for the truck. So we have new bushings, new shocks for the back of the cab. A couple of switches that I don't think are going to work and we're probably going to take back. Seems to me there was something else, I don't remember what. Oh, a new liner for the inside of the wheel well, because the other one was busted to crud. Anyway, and then we came back. We got the deck ground, got the sheet in place, and we got the first row of welds put in. So we are starting to weld down the front sheet. I'm clamped for the next row, but I'm going to call it a night. And we'll pick it up in the morning. So my buddy Mike's closing up the barn, getting ready to go in and call it a night. So I got my holes for the flag poles. So they're in each corner. And they fit superbly. I am very happy with how that worked. We test fit them up in there and they're going to be awesome. I've got to sand that a little bit to kind of V-groove it. We'll put the pockets in from the bottom, weld them in place from underneath, and then we'll seal up the deck on top and grind them flush. And I think that should work well. But anyway, so for right now, we're underneath, crawling in and out under the truck while we work on welding, which is a pain in the butt, but we'll get there. All right, that's it for tonight. Flip you around. Everybody wave hello to Mike. He's going to wave back as he comes. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay, we are very nearly done with the welding on the underside of the deck. We've got 5 more welds on each side on one cross brace. Basically this cross brace right through here. 1, 2, all right, let's get it where you can see it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the front side of that cross beam, and the same thing on the other side. And then the underside of the deck is welded. Then I get to come up top and do the top side. The rain is predicted for Tuesday. Today is Saturday. So I'm going to take a break for a little bit. Crawling in and under this truck is not as easy as it was when I was a whole lot younger. Looking great up here though. See if I can give you a perspective from out here. And the deck is just looking awesome. Anyway, a little bit more there. And then we can start on the top probably tomorrow. And I think I'm going to try to finish up the underside today after I take a break. And then next week, we get to start working on the covers for the ramp trays. Then we can look at putting a Jeep up here and testing it. Although there's a lot of grinding to do before it can go in and get rhino lined, line X, whatever you want to call it. So, still a lot of work to go, but we're getting a lot closer. All right. I'll bring you back later tonight and we'll see where we get to. Okay, so all the underside welding for the deck plating is done. Started welding the top side, which as long as I'm inside the fairing is great. If I try to come outside the fairing, the wind that I'm catching out here is blowing my shielding gas away and I can't weld. The welds are crap. Sorry. Crud. Family friendly. Welds are no good. So I gotta come up with a plan B once I get outside of this area. For today, I'm thinking I might call it a day. I've still got to sand a V-groove in the pockets for the flag poles. but that's not a big deal. That's easy. I don't think I'm going to do the in-between welds today. It's in the upper 80s out. I guess you can look at me. And we'll put Fang in the background. There we go, Fang over my shoulder. Upper 80s today. Air conditioners are running on both bedroom and living room, keep the rig cool. So I already overheated the inverters once because we're only on a 120 volt circuit. And I'm just pushing everything too hard with the heat that's out here today. So I think I'm going to shut it down. So from Texas for this week, I think that's a wrap. And we will see you guys next week. Everybody be safe.